you said, okay, you can change, but how is it going to change?
Right. I think that basically, well, one thing would be that there should be a different admission system for the top universities. That's the first step.
What do you mean?
Now it's basically cramming, putting information in your head. It's not focused on really getting the best students, but getting the people who are best in cramming, who work the hardest, who study the hardest. There are a lot of kids who are very, very smart but don't have the same work ethic. But you don't want to reduce them a priori, because later on they will be fantastic people. If we see...
Okay, kind of university exists in Japan. Okay, they have a skill for special skill, art, or some sport, but not top-end university.
Right.
And if you're going to propose that, but population never accept, government never accept.
Right.
So it means it's impossible. Make consensus. They can't make consensus.
Well, okay, but let's look at the facts and the figures, and look at the fact that, I mean, the reality is that Finland, Netherlands, Germany, they do perfectly well. They have very good education. They don't have entrance exams. They have education that's much more accessible for many more people, and still we manage to be very competitive in the world, and actually have much happier people.
I agree with you at that point. Okay, just the people, student of past Tokyo University is good for business, good for government. I don't think so. Okay, they are very smart for memorize. They are very smart to studying very hard. Even if after graduate university, 10 years, 20 years plus, but he can study or he can work 15 hours a day, no problem for them, right? But is this good for our country? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But I understand what you mean. But the kind of system are very similar to, okay, we're going to change to democracy to communism.
Right.
We're going to socialism. The same. It's impossible.
That kind of
the kind of thought you're talking about.
Well, I think it's also because parents, I don't know what it is, but if I had to work so hard, and look at me, I made a good career, I'm making money, etc. So it's very difficult for parents.
Oh, it's different. Like my son, my fifth son. Okay, sixth son is joined the most difficult university in the state, but fifth son is not my son. But he cannot. I just sent him to Canadian university for high school for 2 years, and he cannot. He came back to Japan. I just want him to get in the Japanese university. But he didn't go to university. He is very poor to study, but he is very good talent for the communication, negotiation, doing business. And he will success in doing business.
Good.
But this is not different from education. Okay, I accept whatever he do. There's no problem at all. It's out of education. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So majority of Japanese people like him. I like that. So nothing wrong for the education. Right? So I don't deny the poor student is bad, but
maybe power? Oh, okay, it's okay.
I don't deny the bad student is bad for the society. I don't doing business. No, I don't think so.
No.
So just education set beside. But what kind of people we need to give them? Not education, growing them up. Okay.
Growing them up, exactly.
This is more concern.
Exactly. So
not like education.
Like the Finnish system, like in Japan, we are creating like elite schools, even elite primary schools, or even preschools, elite preschools, jukus. We are creating this kind of rank, and people grow up in a very homogeneous group with parents in the same geography, in the same economic echelon. Going to the same school, it's very much unified. We never expose ourselves to the stupid kids.
No, it's different. This is just only 0.1%.
Yeah, but that's
99% is not like that.
Yeah, but those people are the ones who are going to get to Tokyo University.
Parents going to the private university, very easy.
Yeah, but those are the people who are going to lead
No,
this
no,
country.
very easy.
Yeah, but they are going to lead this country.
Yeah, just ordinary people, they don't consider for that.
All right, but why are we already?
You're talking about top end.
Yeah.
Yeah, unified.
Yeah.
It's from elementary to
exactly.
high school.
They go all through the
Yeah.
same system,
Maybe-
never exposed to other.
Well, okay, just focus on getting into the elementary school, 30 million students, and
Right.
just remain finally 6,000 and pass 3,000.
Right.
And just dropping those people on the way to the university.
Right, but they're all in this group, very homogeneous, same background, same high school, same primary school, same preschool, same juku, same university.
No. Middle, elementary is going to middle, high, and high school, and many people dropping out. Okay.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, the people who reach to the end, they reach to the end together. They never exposed to other kids. Maybe they lose a few, but the ones who reach it to the end, they
only the
very homogeneous.
Not a few, very few.
Yeah, but they're very
people,
homogeneous,
yeah.
you know, and they all think.
Not homogeneous. Okay, you don't know the Japanese school. Elementary school is still lots of people dropping out.
Yeah.
And middle high is more dropping out.
Yeah.
High school and first year, almost all people dropping out.
Yeah.
So it means what are they doing? This is more freedom. They know the freedom. I don't chase into the Keio, Waseda, and Tokyo, but he has a lot of time. They don't care about study, like Finland. Exactly. I experienced those people.
Yeah, but
this is majority, 80% of people.
But
I tell you, 80% people, they don't study so much.
Right, but do you see those kids from Finland actually not studying hard, but they all receive excellent education?
Okay, my high school is we had a famous, but public, but we had a famous teacher there, and English teacher is native English speaking, and they used American colloquial textbook. It's American colloquial, and they just use also English dictionary. We should both, and he's very good student and teacher. He taught us not consider for the exam for university. He just gave native American English.
Right.
It's kind of
learn a skill.
Yeah, kind of teachers. Right. We had several. This is our high school is not focused on the examination.
Right.
They much more focus on practice. Right. They much focus on try to doing sport, try to doing their hobbies, and like that.
But there were no protests from the parents.
No, because the first year they're going to. Already they set up which university they're going to. Second year, third year, it's already just very few people they try to target to focus on Tokyo University. And the other people, they don't study hard. And majority students never try to study hard. Only 300 students, just only 10 people get the exam pass to Tokyo University. Almost people, they don't study hard. But you don't misunderstand. Japanese students, lots of students, but average students, they don't study hard. No, it's like Waseda, Keio, or Tokyo, Kyoto, Hitotsubashi. Any other school you want to Toko Dai, and any other school you want to get past, not so difficult. Okay, and after 5, you don't need to homework. This is a majority student like that. And parent, like my wife is telling to my son, he's in international school, so different. But if he is just still working Japanese middle high school, and she's going to ask him to, you should study, but never asking him to get to pass Waseda. Okay, no. It's almost impossible. Ordinary people cannot get past that kind of university. So usually they don't need to do any kind of homework. Right? So this is normal. But this education is not so much different from Europe, I think, ordinary people. But if you're going to ask for the top end, it's different.